Well, welcome to South Etobicoke Market Update. I hope you're all doing well, and as I can see the sun outside today, we're hoping and praying that May 20th, we're all out of this last and final, hopefully, lockdown. Okay, here's how the numbers broke down in 2021. So sales in South Etobicoke, we had 206 sold listings. We have 357 new listings that came on the market, and the average price is $911,000. It's amazing to think when I started my career way back when, the average price in South Etobicoke was less than $120,000. Isn't that awesome? And the average days in the market is 13 days. Now, that's 1.7 months of inventory. So I'm going to break that down a little bit later, but let's talk about year over year. We cannot go back to 2020 because the number increases will be in the hundreds of percentages over, because that's when the lockdown was really starting to take effect and numbers really new listings and stuff stopped coming on, even though prices actually went up because the demand was always there for real estate through this whole pandemic. 2019, we had 152 sales, and the average sale price back then was $749,000. So that is 21.68% over 2-year period, or really 10.84% over 2 years, which is not bad. It's kind of in the zone of what real estate's been doing. Back then we had 2.2 months of inventory, and the average days in the market was 19. So months of inventory. So that talks about, we had 357 new listings that came on the market, and we sold 206 of those. So if real estate stopped coming on the market in 1.7 months, there'd be no real estate left to sell. So we in the real estate business call months of inventory more than 6 months is a buyer's market, less than 6 months is a seller's market. Throughout my career, we've been in a seller's market, and that's been a very, very long time. So again, 2.2 months 2019, 1.7 months, we're still trending that, there's not enough listings. And again, the whole thing that you're going to see now with real estate is going to be back to 2017, where we had low inventory, and then all of a sudden there was a flux of inventory that came on the market. What caused that is because sellers said, if my neighbor got 1.2 and I can get 1.8, I'm going to list my house. And in real estate language, that never works, because if the seller doesn't have a place to go, the inventory never works, because in the GTA is that somebody buys first, then sells. So they've got a place to go. So I think that trend's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of listings that come on the market that are not going to sell. Like on our team last week, we had 6 multiple offers that we went into with our team, and the sellers decided to take none of the offers. That tells me they're not really sellers. So what you're going to see over the next few months, you're going to see a real spike in inventory, but you're not going to see the inventory selling, because again, with the whole multiple offer thing, sellers are smart. They're not going to, buyers are smart. They're not going to pay more than the house is worth. Even with multiple offers, blind bids, and all this stuff, the bottom line is a house is worth what a buyer is willing to pay. Hope you found this useful, and we'll talk next month. Take care.